Well, it's Late Kyle, and welcome to my session. I got started in music very, very young. I grew up around music always being played in the household. I grew up around the studio. My dad's family has a big church background. So my cousins, they were always making music in the studio, but I never got to go. You know, I would go over there to hang out with the kids and we all playing on the front porch. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want to be up in that studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm 9, 10 years old. I'm like, I just want to see what it looks like. That was the moment I was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna get in the studio, and the day I walked in the studio, I never left. You know, I've been locked in ever since. Like, I'm from the generation of, if you say you're a rapper, rap on the spot. Give me a verse right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, my older cousin, he's 4 years older than me. He used to rap. So I'm watching him rap as a kid, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting it. I'm picking up on it. One day they asked me, we were in AutoZone. He was like, yo, rap right now. And I just said whatever was on my mind, and everybody was like, yo, and I was like, oh, okay. This is where we go. So like, that was a cool moment. I was young, but then I had to grow as an artist and, start going out there making songs and stuff like that. So 19, 20, that's when I was like, okay, music is serious for me now, In 5 years, I see myself having the infrastructure that I need to continue to sustain and make the best quality music that I possibly can. And in turn, being able to use those resources to build an infrastructure and help out. Because when I first started doing music, nobody helped me. Like, I started doing music and I didn't even know how to record a song. Like, I didn't even know you could grab an MP3 online and put it into your DAW. I didn't even know what a DAW was. I just knew, I could record music, you know what I'm saying? When I was very little, my blood father passed away when I was 6 years old. So I grew up extremely fast, you know what I'm saying? And at that moment, I realized like, I gotta do something to be able to express myself. So as time went on, like, I just grabbed from that feeling. Like, I was like, let me use this in a positive way so I'm not like mad. I felt like when I started writing raps and writing down poems and just voicing how I felt, it just was way more natural. You can make tracks and then there's records. Records is a whole different ball game. Like, for some reason, the craziness in me loves to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And how I wanted to learn the business and not just be a musician. I want to be back there with the A&Rs and understand in their shoes, what do they do to pick a record and understand contracts. And it's so many facets to the game, and that's what made me like love this profession. Like, I had to look at the whole game in its whole totality before I was like, this is for me. One of my favorite artists of all time is Ray Charles. Ray Charles was one of the first artists to own his masters before Frank Sinatra. And Frank Sinatra was the guy. Me being a black man is like, yo, understand this business, because you want to do this, don't get played. Don't be the guy that's disgruntled because you didn't build relationships or you didn't get the credit that you deserve. Go out there and work for it. I was recently featured as one of the 8 Connecticut 2023 artists to watch. I've never had these things written about me before, you know what I'm saying? So this is the first time ever, and when I got the news, I was super stoked. All these years of hard work, I get a little taste of like, okay, but at the same time, it's like, here's this mountain of pressure, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you deliver, When I initially read the article, the feelings, I was super happy. It's been a whole journey, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people, other artists, so many people that I've worked alongside that we were in the trenches together. For me to get that and to do the other things that I've done, it comes together like full circle. So I can be like, hey mom, hey dad, look, I wasn't crazy, I wasn't wilding. It just takes time. Your connections are everything, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be genuine. You can't just, I wanna make a connection, so let me be cool with you. No, you gotta actually find a common ground with individuals. I just love to hear people's story and how far they've come. The way I would define the Late Kyle sound and style, I would say like it has that traditional rap feel. It's real bars, like I'm rapping. I'm giving you one-liners, I'm giving you punchlines, I'm giving you similes, I'm painting pictures for you. Before I even write a song, I'm listening to the production to make sure I have space on the record. Like, it's funny, my name is Late Kyle, so I would say it's like watery, you know what I'm saying? It has that water vibe to it where it can get real deep at times, you know what I'm saying? And then at other times, it's a vibe. I met Harun through a great friend of mine that I know since the 5th grade, and me and Harun's been cool ever since, and he has an infrastructure and a business mind and a music mind that I love being around, you know what I'm saying? What separates Pacobear Studios from the others is just how comfortable it feels in here. I'm happy that I get to come here. It's quiet. We get to lock in, and I also love aesthetic. Like, the aesthetic here is crazy. Like, come on, like, I don't make these songs to sit in the basement and never be played. I want them to be heard, and I like that I can bounce ideas off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like I can send him something and he'll hear it and be like, yo, try this or try that. And I'm 100% open. Like I'm not the artist that, oh, this is my way. No, I'm willing to try different things. And that's what we do here. We experiment and do different, you know, take it to another level. I get to bring you into my world, and then we make a record together where you help like tell a part of my story. The song I'll be performing today is Slidin. To be honest, like sliding is like a street term, you know what I'm saying? It can mean so many different things, but in this situation is me pulling up somewhere, me sliding, to do what we doing in the song, you know what I'm saying? Nice young females there, we sliding, we gonna see what's going on, we're having a good time, let's turn up, you know what I'm saying? Writing that record was very, very different, because my process was write and then record. But like that song, I literally heard the rhythm to the verse before I wrote the verse. So I was just like, word, and I just mumbled all of it before, and then I went back and did the words. Just sitting there talking about real things, getting text messages in real time, like, homie hit me, I'm like, what up, twin? One of my friends, I call him Twin, and he texted me while I'm writing the record. So it's like, it just like, it's so crazy. Like when I hear the song, even it's just like I laugh every time, because it's like this is really something that happened in real time, just pure out of fun, just pure out of being like, you know what, let's take a situation and let's just put it out there. My creative process, to be honest, it's all about catching the vibe. I gotta live life to write music, so even if I get sent 2 or 3 beats and they're amazing and I can already rap to it, I want to go live life. I'll go hang out with my girlfriend. I'll go hang out with my family. I'll go do something. I'll come hang out with Harun. I'll go hang out. I'll take a trip somewhere, wherever, just to get that energy started. And then from there, I start writing the records. You know what I'm saying? Like they speak to me. Like I don't really have to do too much. I just live life, and when it's time, it'll just talk to me, and I do it. In the future, you will see so many different like vibes from me. You guys are gonna hear so much, because I've been working, like I literally have like 200 songs, you know what I'm saying? Like just like, and I got other things going on, like I do sync placements as well. So I've done some things with some companies that are gonna come out, like some EDM records, stuff that you would never expect me to do. Like I'm a songwriter, you're gonna get so many different records. You're gonna get EDM records from me, R&B records, like R&B Lake is coming. But the advice that I have for up and coming artists is study the business, know why you do what you do, and love this. Love it in its totality. When you're not getting fame, when you are getting fame, when everything is lit, when it's not lit, enjoy the journey no matter how painful it gets. Just love what you do, work hard at it. Top 5 rappers that I'm dying. One is Future, Rhapsody. I mentioned her on a song of mine called Playing With My Head. I was standing on a balcony, spit like Rhapsody, and it's because she raps so amazing. She's just so ill. KRS-One, Slick Rick. I definitely want to work with Drake. That goes without saying. And Lil Wayne, of course, like hands down, Wheezy, like without a doubt. You know, I listen to so much music, man. I listen to music non-stop. It's my life. I eat, breathe, and sleep this thing. So there's so many people. I couldn't even put it in the 5. I just gave you those 5 just off of the top because they're ill. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm everywhere. YouTube, Late Kyle _ Kyle. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
Like, you give me inspiration. This is dope.
I appreciate that, yo.
If you get like we put in a room and you had to battle rap one rapper, who would it be?
To be honest, because he's such a good battle rapper, Busta Rhymes. Like I would have to go to Super Saiyan God mode, you know what I'm saying, to get there, but it's a challenge. Like I don't want to battle, like if I were to ever battle, I don't want to battle somebody that's easy or somebody on my level. I want to battle somebody that's going to bring that dog out of me to see who I really am. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm you know.